Heavy snow covers the mountain states. The head of the AEC admits a moral responsibility for that mine-tailing problem, and the City Council will take the budget to the Supreme Court. I'm Clark Burgeon on a snowy morning in the Mile High City. KBTR Denver temperature 18 degrees, with the weatherman calling for falling temperatures throughout the day today. I'll have details behind those headlines in 60 seconds.
20 minutes past 6, I'm Dave Jackson. We remind you to watch Ron Mitchell subbing for Lynn Sanner tonight at Channel 9 at 10 o'clock on the Channel 9 News for all the sports. Skies cloudy now with light snow falling. Temperature is 16 degrees. Humidity 77%. Winds from the east to northeast at 12 miles an hour. Barometers rising. It's 29.87. Streets are very slick. Interstate highways becoming very hazardous. And here's meteorologist John Cromwell to tell how long this will last.
The KBTR forecast for the metropolitan area. Snow tonight and again tomorrow. Occasionally blowing and drifting. Colder tonight through Friday with a low tonight around 0. And the high tomorrow only around 15 degrees. The winds tonight 5 to 15 miles per hour and gusty at times, needless to say. Travelers' advisories are out for the entire region. John Cromwell, KBTR weather.
Here's late news from the KBTR Denver News Center. This is Bob Askey. The Secretary of State's office says 26 lobbyists and state officials have filed preliminary disclosure statements in accordance with the state's new so-called Sunshine Law on this, the first day of the 1973 session of the Colorado Legislature.
Some weather figures. Light snow falling now. Relative humidity is 77%. Winds northeasterly at 9. Barometer 29.83 and rising. High temp for the day. Less than freezing, 28. That came right about 1 o'clock if you keep such things there at home. 1/100th of 1 inch precipitation, 6 and 24 hours past. 2 inches of snow on the ground officially. It's 18 degrees in Denver. And it's 13 minutes past 5 at News Radio KBTR. This is News Talk for another day. This is a Wednesday, January 3rd, 1973.
The truck is stalled in the median. However, he is out of traffic now. Westbound I-70 over Vasquez. A car is stalled. They're trying to gas him up now. Southbound I-25 at Washington. There's a big mess there. All kinds of stalls and one accident in that area, and that's causing traffic to slow up. Irving and Acoma, an accident. 52nd and Broadway, an accident. No injuries in those accidents. Also another accident at Colfax and 15th Street. No injuries either. People are starting to go home now. A lot of them are almost on the way home, but traffic is very heavy on the interstates, and it's going to be slick out there tonight and tomorrow, so be very careful. This is KBTR Traffic Control.
The Phils are leading Montreal 3-1 after 7. Los Angeles and Houston are scoreless at the end of 2. And Jim Brewster, that's the KBTR Sports page.
Thank you, Rob Neihart. Next, look at Denver weather, which is fair and continued mild through Monday. Gusty westerly winds 10 to 20 miles an hour in the afternoons. A low tonight and Sunday night near 50 degrees. The high Sunday and Monday in the mid-80s. Precipitation probability near 0% through Sunday night. In downtown Denver presently, we have 74 degrees. Officially out at Stapleton Airport under clear skies, it's 70. Relative humidity 24%. Our winds are from the northwest at 6 miles an hour. And the barometer is reading 29.87. And it's rising.
This final note before sports time, Representative Wilbur Mills has said tonight Social Security benefits will be hiked 10% this year and perhaps more. The Arkansas Democrat is chairman of the powerful House Ways and Means Committee. He said an upward adjustment in the base probably will be necessary, of course. 10% this year and perhaps a similar amount next year. KBTR News Time is 15 minutes until 7. Now, here is Lynn Sanner to tell us what's happening in the sports world.
There's going to be a fight tonight, Ben, in case you haven't heard about it. All that remains now is for Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali to take the long walk down the aisle to Madison Square Garden. And barring a draw, 15 rounds or less, only one of the fighters will emerge as the heavyweight champion of the world. An All-American quarterback, Joe Theismann of Notre Dame, has signed a multi-year contract with the Miami Dolphins of the National Football League. Salary terms were not disclosed. Former American Football League fullback Billy Joe, who spent some time here with the Broncos, has been named an assistant coach at the University of Maryland. Joe becomes the first black coach in the history of the Maryland staff. That's sports. I'm Lynn Sanner. I'll be on Channel 9 tonight at 10.
Some of the ABC television network programs seen on KBTV Channel 9 are videotaped for release at a later, more convenient time.
This year, the all-new, all-live Disney on Parade.
There is a great show coming.
coming your way.
With Goofy, the Love Bug family, the Three Caballeros, and scores of Disney favorites. More exciting than ever. 2.5 hours of live fun and fantasy. All new for '72. Disney on Parade.
Denver Coliseum, July 12th through 16th. Get tickets at Zales Downtown, Coliseum, or see the Post and News for other box office locations. Don't miss Disney on Parade.
I can wash the poison spray off. You know, I had a collie once when I was growing my own vegetables. I had to starve him to teach him the killing instinct. And when I had to leave Texas, I just let him go.
What for? I said, what for?
Baby, you know, you're really beginning to turn me off.
Sal Mineo and Ed Burns star in a song called Revenge on KBTV's Summer Stock Theater at 6 tonight on Channel 9.
You're watching KBTV Channel 9, Denver, winner of television's top journalism award.
News Force 1 with Carl Akers, Frank Courier, Lynn Sanner, John Cromwell, and Albert Burke, along with the largest news gathering force in the Rocky Mountain region. Tonight's news is brought to you in part by your Safeway store and by Standard Oil Division, American Oil Company. Now here's Carl Akers.
Good evening, everyone. A tragedy tonight in Georgia. Early this evening, a car and a semi-trailer truck collided on a busy highway between the communities of Waco and Bremen, Georgia. Actually, it was right at the outskirts of the community of Waco. The collision set the truck on fire. The driver started running down the highway, stopping cars, warning them. He said his truck was filled with 400 cases of dynamite. A fire crew, an ambulance, and a wrecker showed up to try to put out the fire, but the truck exploded with what was described as a deafening roar. Between 5 and 8 people, they're not sure yet, 5 and 8 people are known dead. At least 20 more are hurt. A nearby house was completely blown flat. A grove of trees was set on fire. The ambulance, the fire trucks, the wrecker, all totally destroyed. The biggest piece they could find, they say, of the dynamite-carrying truck afterwards was a wheel. There were around 200 people in a nearby school gymnasium. The explosion loosened the roof, and it partially collapsed on the people inside, but authorities say nobody was seriously hurt. Authorities say they are still not sure how many were killed, between 5 and 8, but they say there is a hole in the highway that would hold a fair-sized building at Waco, Georgia. We're supposed to be getting in some pictures, still pictures, on our facsimile machine here. Within the next few minutes, we'll pass them along to you as soon as we get them in.